What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell from the title of this video, we got some new wheels for the R34. Yes, I'm getting rid of these beautiful three-piece Work Meisters that I currently have on the car. They look so good and suit the car so well, but unfortunately the stance life is just not it. I'm running a 10.5 setup in the back with a 225 tire. And to be honest, when I drive this thing, it is extremely bouncy. And to be honest, I don't drive this thing enough just because of how bouncy and uncomfortable the ride is. So today, we're throwing on some new wheels with some meaty tires on it. Take a good look, guys, because this is the last time we're ever gonna see the R34 stance, because I don't think the stance life is for me anymore. I'm getting too old for this. My back hurts from riding on stretched tires and a stiff suspension setup. And with the new meaty setup, I'll finally be able to dial in the suspension dampeners to full soft. Right now it's on fully stiff. And when I'm driving it, I literally feel like I'm just jumping up and down the whole time. It does not feel good. But let me go ahead and show you guys the new wheels I got for the 34. You guys are either gonna hate it or you're either gonna love it. It's a JDM classic. Here we go. Boom! I got a new set of TE37s for the R34. And yes, I know, it's basic. I've had TEs on a bunch of my cars. There's just a classic wheel. You can't ever go wrong with some TE37s. I had TEs on my Blah by STI. I had TEs on my GVB STI. I had TEs on the FRS that I just sold. Basically, I'm pretty sure this has to be like my 7th set of TE37s ever. I can't get away from them for some reason. But today, we're gonna go ahead and throw these on the 34 and change the fitment, because right now we are absolutely slammed on the ground and I just scrape everywhere. Like, dude, look at this. I can barely get my foot in. This thing is basically on the ground and I've hit the bumper so many times. It's cracked right there. It's cracked on the side. I'm pretty surprised that it's still in one piece and not in multiple pieces. All right, time for me to get the new wheels and tires mounted so we can slap them on the 34. But thankfully, you guys don't have to watch that or wait for that. My buddy Josh and I filmed some rollers of the 34 with the Meisters this morning, so I'll go ahead and throw a clip up so you guys can see how it looked like rolling. Man, I'm gonna miss it. And just like that, we got the new tires mounted on the TEs. And before you guys ask me what tire specs, what wheel specs and everything, let me give you guys a quick breakdown. So these are TE37 SLs in the Formula Silver finish. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all TE37 SLs are discontinued. So that means that these are not in production anymore. And the specs on the wheels are 18 by 10 plus 40. So that means that is one of the most concave faces out there available. These are like the Dream Evo specs, Subi specs, and literally can fit on anything. And the tires on them are 265/35 18s. These tires were on the old Grandlight 57DR setup, and I'm so thankful that I didn't end up selling these, because when I took off the Grandlights to sell them, I almost sold the tires, but then I realized I might switch back to the meaty setup later on, so I kept the tires. All right, boys, let's go ahead and pull the R34 into the garage so we can slap on the new wheels. I'm still hoping one day Race Ramps will see one of my videos and send me new ramps, because these wooden ones that I built aren't cutting anymore, man. All right, boys, first things first, let's get this thing on jack stands. Goodbye, Meisters. Hello, TE37s. We're definitely gonna have to adjust the strut some, because I'm pretty sure when I swapped over to the Meisters, I lowered it like 1.5 inches. How's it look? Oh, that's not too bad. Dude, that's pretty good actually. We're tucking tire. What do you guys think? Should we raise it some or should we keep it right here? It's definitely good fitment, but I have a feeling that we might be super low if we leave it like this because these are 18s versus the Meisters are 19s. So I'm scared. Even with the meaty tire, we'll be sitting really low on the side skirts and front bumper. Here's the look of the car with both wheels on though. We got T's up there, then Meisters. Which one do you guys like more? These definitely scream more like track aggressive versus these are literally staring at you in the face the whole time. Fuck it, let's slap the rear wheels on and then we can decide if we want to race this thing. The rear definitely fits a little funky. It's a little sunken in, which is weird because the Grand Mice did not fit like this and they were similar specs. So that must mean I had spacers on the previous setup. And I did some digging and I actually found the spacers that I used before and they're 15mm spacers. So we gotta toss those on and then we can adjust the suspension. I'm thinking we gotta raise it 1/2 inch because right now it's tuck and tire. With the spacer, it should poke out and sit flush with the quarter panel on the fender. Let's see if these do the trick. Man, this hub is so freaking corroded. Can't even put my spacers on. Don't worry, I'll deep clean this in a bit after we figure this whole thing out. Dude, look at the dust coming out. There's like crusty 30-year-old JDM dust right here. There we go, much better. Let's see how big of a difference that made. Oh man, that's perfect. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That fitment is super tight. Dude, it looks so much better now. And the thing is, we didn't even raise the car at all and it fits. So I think I might just leave it like that because, dude, that looks freaking sick. Look at how much of a difference the spacers make. Look at that versus this. This looks super sunken in and it makes the wheel look almost too small for the car. But when you add the spacer, it looks just right. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep on it and see what I want to do with the fitment. Either raise it or leave it because turns out I only have 2 spacers. I don't know where the other 2 went. So I just ordered another pair of spacers that's coming in tomorrow. So I guess we'll pick this up tomorrow. Shout out to Jeff Bezos for overnighting me some spacers. I never thought I'd be able to do that. All right, boys, it is now the next morning. I finally got the spacers on. I dialed in the fitment. I think we are sitting perfect right now. Check out how the R34 looks, man. This thing looks so dope. Boom, look at that. We got the fresh TEs on and check out the fitment real quick. Tight gap in the rears and then up front we have a 1-finger gap. Look at that. I wanted the front a little bit higher because when I turn and stuff I didn't want to end up damaging these fenders anymore, but dude, it sits pretty freaking nice. The only bad thing about these cars is the rears will always sit lower. It's just how they were designed because I tried matching the rears to the front and then the car would be angled down and I definitely don't want to do that and destroy my front bumper, so we're gonna have to settle with this fitment right here. Hey, but it still looks good though. Let me know, guys, what you guys think about the fitment. I think the 34 is turning out so good. All right, before we do anything else, we gotta head over and get the R34 aligned because in case you guys don't know, when you change the suspension height on your car, you have to get it aligned because your toe's out of whack. And if you don't, your car is not gonna drive straight and at the same time, it's gonna absolutely kill your tires and I don't wanna do that because tires are pretty expensive. You guys get some POV driving today. Now, if I tested the suspension right, we shouldn't be rubbing at all. I think it clears perfectly. We'll find out right after this drive though. I forgot how good this thing sounds. Also, I need your guys' opinion on what I should do next for the channel. So in case you guys don't know, I recently just sold my FRS that I've been building on the channel for legit like 4 or 5 years, something like that, quite a long time. And so, well, suction cup mount failed. Luckily my camera's okay. But anyways, I need your guys' opinion on what I should do next. Since I only have the BMW and the R34 now, I'm thinking about getting another car for the channel. But this time I don't know what car I want to get yet. Before I knew I wanted an F80 M3. But now it's kind of like a mix-up between either buying a cheap car and doing a really cheap build for you guys, just like an affordable series, or should I get a car that I haven't gotten before and build that, which is an American car, because I've always wanted a vet. So either like a C6 or a C7 Corvette, maybe even a C8 if that's something you guys are interested in. So I need your help deciding. Let me know in the comments, should we do an affordable build series or should we go ahead and build an American car and do something I haven't done before? I'm leaning more towards the American car because I think having a V8 on the channel would be crazy, because then we'll have a JDM, a European, and an American muscle car. But then again, I feel like I need to chill a little bit before I get a new car because I still have so much stuff to do with the current cars. Like the M3, I barely just got it, and there's a ton more stuff I can do to the car before it's finished. And the 34, I barely got started too. I'm planning on going big turbo on this car, so I can still do a big turbo kit, full Z-Tune body kit, basically the whole shebang, and then I can get a new car. Am I crazy for wanting another car after I just bought the M3 like 4 months ago? All right, boys, we have made it to Firestone. This is where I'll be getting my alignment. This is not sponsored or anything. Hey, but Firestone, if you guys want to work together, I wouldn't be opposed to that. But this is actually my first time here, so I guess I can't give you guys a review quite yet. I'll be able to after this. But I know a lot of Firestone doesn't touch like super modified suspension cars, so you guys might have to call around and find one that does. If you guys are in the Seattle area, the Firestone in Burien does. Just come here, ask for the homie JR. He's the one that specializes in lowered cars here. But anyways, all you have to do is pay, I think, like $260 after taxes. Then you're able to get lifetime alignment, like literally for as long as you own the car. You could bring it by anytime and they'll align your car for free. So super good deal, because around here you usually have to pay around like $150, $180 for an alignment. It's freaking crazy. Just pay like an extra 80 bucks and then you're basically set for a good amount of time. But yeah, I'll just be chilling here for a while. I hope that they can get the 34 onto the alignment rack, because I know their rack is above ground right there and not in ground, so sometimes some places have a hard time getting lowered cars on it. But I think since they specialize in lowered cars, we should be fine. And we have cup kits on the car as well, so we should be chilling. Look at this, we have this Evo 10 just chilling outside, white with the black gram lights. This thing is clean. Maybe I should get an Evo next for the build. What you guys think? Evo 10? We had an Evo 8 before, but I think it was a little too old for my touch. I feel like something like an Evo, I definitely want an Evo 10 just so I can have the amenities like the AC, the Bluetooth radio, just stuff like that. My Evo 8 was a RS, so it was like completely basic. Worse than the Skyline. Surprisingly, the Skyline has all the amenities you would want. All right, boys, looks like the 34 is up next. You think this will make it on the rack?
We'll see. I got boards if anything.
Okay, hell yeah. You see that button right there? Go ahead and click that and then we'll lift the suspension. There we go. Look at that clearance now. Shout out to Stance Parts. Oh yeah, we got a ton of clearance there. What you think? We'll still need boards?
Let me put a little bit more closer and we'll see.
Oh yeah, look at that, plenty of clearance. Oh, we might, never mind. We might need boards. Damn, these are some big ass boards, bro. Oh yeah, super easy. All right, let's see how this alignment turns out. We're just gonna do the basic alignment, just zero out the toe and we'll be good. No camber adjustment, no nothing.
We'll take it around the block, make sure it's straight.
Go ahead, bro. Dang, I'm about to let someone drive the R34? This is the first. I have never let anyone drive the 34. I gotta get this thing rolling. Dude, this sounds so freaking sick. All right, let's hope he comes back with the car in one piece. Look who's back. How'd you like it?
All the good noises.
All right, boys, the R34 is officially aligned. We couldn't get it exactly to where we want because the camber, the front and rears do not match, but it's like a ½ degree off. And that's because we don't have any adjustable arms. There's no camber plates on this car. So I might have to buy some camber arms and tow arms in the future just so we can zero out everything. But for now, she's driving straight. We got the toe somewhat close to zero, so it's looking good. All right, let's go shoot some cinematics for you guys and show you guys how it actually looks like with the new T37s.
Hey, all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around, let me hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground, with me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout. Stick around, let me hold it down.
Alright boys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video right here. Let me know what you guys think about the new wheel setup on the R34. I hope you guys enjoy those cinematics. Dude, look at how sick this location is. I took the R34 for a drive and I found this hidden spot. Turns out it's the Sounders headquarters, like legit the MLS team, and it's pretty vacant right now, so I got to film for as long as I wanted, which was nice. And guys, like usual, make sure to go down below, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet to join the family, and make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. It helps me out so much. You guys have no idea, and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I appreciate the support a ton. Until next time guys, peace out.